Hello, everybody. Welcome. Sister Savage here. Oh my God, what in the world? Um, Hi everybody. It's been crazy. Thank you. Please hit the like button to start. Um, wow. Okay, let's greet our people. Let's greet the neighborhood. um, thank you for being here. I know, um, Valentine's weekend. Welcome, Tanya, new member. Thank you so much for your membership, for supporting the channel. We love to see it, love to have you. Thank you. um, so new member alert. Awesome. Member Texas Flower, how you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to connect with you. Um, so excited. It's starting soon. Yes. It was a little delayed because I've been recording. I just got done recording Meet the Grams. I had so much fun, y'all. I have to say, I enjoyed every second of it. And sorry for the people that think it's weird that it made me laugh a lot of those, things of Meet the Grams, but I dissected it. So we looked at the album, the cover. So it's a retrospective look. It was a look of, now that all is said and done, now that we've seen how things played out, because I didn't react to it when it happened. So now it's a retrospective deep dive and a psychoanalysis. And those of you that are getting to know me know that I go into the inner crevices of the intention. It's all about intention. So look out for that. I just finished recording that, so I'm going to be editing that. So help me God, and I will try to, I have that out for tomorrow, hopefully. I might do a premiere if you guys want or whatever. Yeah, yeah, more connections. Okay, so let's keep greeting our friends. Um, see all the people. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I gotta wear my glasses. Too much screen time. McMurcran. Hello, how you doing? Um, member Marianne, how you doing? Hello. Michelle, how are you, Michelle? Miss Kiss, M Kissart. Hello, Bridget Moore. How you doing? RB823. Good evening, Miss Savage in chat. That's nice. So, we have our little agenda, of course. There's so much that has happened. Miss Thelma, oh my goodness. Remember Thelma? What a honor and what a pleasure, to have you. We've missed you, and we were happy to see communication from you and interaction, and so we are thankful and grateful. you know Members and subscribers were like this is a little family now. It's a, every content creator has a little community, so this is our little community. If you think like me or you resonate with my style, so it's all good. So tonight's agenda, Lord have mercy, baby Keem, baby Keem, baby Keem. So excited. Oh my God. Oh my heavenly Father. I'm toning it down right now. I was literally screaming. I miss you too, Miss Thelma. So happy to have you in the live. T Star Real, member T Star Real. Let's get it right. Member T Star Real. Nice to see you. Welcome back, to our live, and nice to have everybody. Thank you, subscribers, for 10K. Thanks, for all the love, and for the people that give me a hard time, and some crazy people that we had to remove. It is what it is. It comes with growing pains. So tonight's agenda is Baby Keem album, and I also recorded a reaction to the documentary, an official reaction, the best I could. So y'all should enjoy that, and um with the picture in picture. So I did a reaction to the documentary, the fabulous documentary, and again did a deep dive into my look of it, my of you know opinions and my breakdown and little details that I saw that are, I think, important. We look at little details. So we're gonna be discussing Baby Keem's documentary quickly, but I also, like I said, I have the the reaction to it, the tour, Jesus, Lord, Mary, and Joseph. Half of that thing is sold out. It is out of control. I've never seen such a thing. It's like, hey, I'm gonna put an album out, but here's the tour dates. You haven't heard the album, then the thing we're fighting. I was fighting for my life to get it, like tickets, and fighting for my life. I'll be attending some of the cities. The pivotal city is going to be LA too, and New York, because I think there's some attachment to Baby Keem in New York. I honestly feel, because they're so secretive and they're private, and I respect that, but I feel like he either has residence in New York, or I don't know if he's staying in the Kendrick's building, or I don't know, but he loves to record videos, music videos in New York, as does Kendrick as well, and different places. We're going to be discussing J. Cole's response to Cameron, and my opinion, our opinion, right? Little Wayne's Super Bowl. Okay, yeah, respectfully. And Bad Bunny and the actual Super Bowl. So, um, where do we even want to start? I don't even know. Okay, and what else we have? And anything else that you guys, Rory and Mal and Academic, DJ Academic, as well. So, let's start with the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny. So Bad Bunny, I think it was a great Super Bowl. I think when you have people that are using their voice and a platform and have something to say, want to make a change, want to protect their culture, I think it's positive. I think both Super Bowls, uh, Kendrick and Bad Bunny Super Bowls, were um, kind of like historical, because they were not just entertaining. There was a lot of messages that I dug into deeply with Bad Bunny that resemble. And check out the shorts that I did with Kendrick and Bad Bunny. Originally, they were saying that he beat Kendrick's record, and I waited because a lot of content creators were saying, "Oh, he beat the record," and this and that, because they need to know that things need to be tallied. You understand? So I waited. I took a minute because I'm like, let me just see how this whole thing plays out and everything. So we got to see what it plays out. And if it did happen that Bad Bunny broke Kendrick's record, so be it. Kendrick is a gentleman. He is a good uh, player of the game, and he knows how to respect. And he would have been tipping his hat out to him. I'm gonna probably upload how Kendrick and yeah, I'll do that short. I have it edited, was showing love at the Grammys. So he was so proud when Bad Bunny got Album of the Year. He was standing up, he was clapping, and he was like, nodding his head in approving manner. And the clips, he was showing love to the clips. The clips was happy. Tyler was so happy. He was like a big happy kid when Kendrick was giving his speech, talking about the culture will always be right here. Hip hop is not going anywhere. People want to imitate it, often duplicate it, but you can not eviscerate it. That's a bar. You can't. People cosplay. They think they're cool when they're playing rap or hip hop. A lot of people are culture vultures, and they want to do with hip hop what they may. And here are the hip hop Avengers trying to protect the culture, the integrity of the history of how the foundation of how it was founded on. And no, you can't just do what you will, like Paul Mooney, rest in peace, used to say they want, some people of the Caucasian or just from other um, cultures won't stop until the thing is on ice. They want Disney on ice. They want this on ice. You get what? And what he meant by that was like they want to do with it. They want to make it comfortable. Comfortable. It's like we're not gonna, battle. We're not gonna do this. So, he was showing. Kendrick was already showing respect for the people that were wondering. He was showing respect and admiration. He had rap album of the year either way. So, um, some of the things in so we're discussing Bad Bunny. Let's see what you guys are saying. Um, Amen, sister. Thank you. No Nielsen and NFL listed Bad Bunny at 128. It is what it is. It is what it is. So we had to wait. And either way, Kendrick was gonna uh he was gonna be happy. Are you happy for them? Yes. Um First person to 137 was academic. I don't listen to academics, right? I don't. One of the first, fake, actual fake media. Academic, I don't listen to him. I don't count on him for anything. I don't believe anything. That's like nothing. That's an imbecile with a microphone. So a blithering idiot. Why would we listen to anything? And some people are like, oh, but academics said, but nothing. There is nothing. Academics, no. Why do people even say, no, we don't acknowledge. I don't acknowledge him as a journalist, as a hip hop person, as a hip hop reporter. I just acknowledge him as like they call him, a chair sticker or somebody that just blabbers and says whatever because he's highly allegedly compromised. And for the right price, he could, bump up your music and pretend it's the best thing that since sliced bread, even if you don't know how to rap. So he's not reliable and he's extremely weird. So he has issues and no tissues. I don't listen to him. He's a zero to the left. Let me not be too savage. I might lose some people. They'll be like, "But you're so nice." No, I'm like Kendrick. I'm savage when it comes to these evil people. Because if you believe in good, you have to destroy evil. You have to not acknowledge it and keep boundaries with idiots like that are against the culture. Against the culture. And it's so sad because back in like 10 years ago, he was respecting Kendrick and sounding like a totally different person, but for the right price, he's not the culture. He's a blithering idiot that is a you know went diamond. He went he went platinum on DoorDash. Let me just stop because I could do this for an hour. Mary Academic is weird. Yeah, McCormick is laughing. Okay. So Bad Bunny, the fact that he brought out that flag, that was the Puerto Rico's original flag, which once it became a commonwealth of the United States, they had to change it. The color was light blue of the flag, red, white, and light blue, and that's why it was a revolutionary move. Um, from Bad Bunny to not to have the original, which means there was a lot of controversy. If you want to dive into that, there was a lot of cultural staples. He is for his, music should be regional. You should represent your culture and when you came from and what made you. And that's the problem with Drake. It's like, who made you? What do you represent? You understand? So the fact that he has a strong representation, I respect it. He had a lot of people that were staples in New York or in different barrios or towns, Puerto Rican towns. He had that lady Toñita, which I guess New York. She's big in New York. He had original things like dominoes, the sugar cane fields. It was completely representing and protecting the culture and just like Kendrick, his affirmation, when he says, "I will always," that went viral on Instagram, TikTok, everything. When he's like, "I will always, always believe and love myself." So he had a lot of positive message, and you can't hate on someone that says hate is stronger than love is stronger than hate. So he put that message out. If you don't remember everything, and you know what, a lot of people were saying they didn't understand. Oh, listen, music is something that you feel with your soul. We're gonna bar tonight. We're gonna bar music you feel with your soul. So there is no need. And they said the same thing about Kendrick, and he was rapping in English. So and that's what a lot of people are saying. They said the same thing about Kendrick. We don't know what the heck that Super Bowl was about. So you just don't have metacognitive skills. You lack, you know, analytical and metacognitive skills. You have a different problem. Yeah, it's a unifying message. He had and he people dancing, and he had the representation. The kid Leon Ramos, which was there are a lot of families being detained by ICE. Imagine they take preschoolers and detain them somewhere and keep it's inhumane. So um yeah, it was just too much. It was just too much. But he passed on that Grammy. He did a lot of um acknowledging different people, and acknowledge all the countries. And a lot of the people, there's a lot of viral videos of people like, oh, he mentioned the Haitian flag, he had this flag, he had that flag of the Caribbean, a lot of the countries in the Caribbean. He is for the people. A lot of people were saying that he wore a vest, a bulletproof vest underneath. That they were like, yeah, he's definitely wearing, because he had death threats and all kinds of. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I mean, for what? This man is a singer of the culture that's promoting happiness, celebrations. There was an actual wedding, because they were saying that some couple had extra weddings invitation because people had canceled because of the storm. And the wife to be tried something crazy and was like, you know what, let me send an invitation to the address of, I guess, the agent of Bad Bunny. And the person that he actually, I guess, had a better idea. That's what they were saying. Let's see what you guys are saying. It's like both Kendrick and Bad Bunny. Well, let's listen. Sorry, language. Thank you for those gifts, Exhibit Alex. Thank you for those jewels, those gifts. I'm still learning what is that, but I know that's something nice. Miss Thelma said they said the same thing about Kendrick. Yes, Superbowl. That you could see a bulletproof vest, or whatever. I know he was sweating. He usually keeps his cool, but he was, because there's so many haters, and the government and we and so many other people. They need to protect themselves, and these are people that are promoting positivity and are against the systems of hate and inhumane things, and that's the price they pay. So, and both of them were on top of their car, on top of their vehicle, and that was something interesting that I found. There was a lot of resemblances with the flag, the American flag, Kendrick, and there was a lot of resemblances, and it was lit. It was literally lit. Bad Bunny did his thing. There are amazing songs. The lyrics are phenomenal. Um, yeah, I thought he was just wearing football shoulder pads under his clothes. Yeah. Oh, hi, Exhibit Alex. How are you? And yeah, they were very strong beliefs that he had a bulletproof vest. I've dug deep, so yeah, I don't have to. And he's had a lot of problems, negativity, death threats. It's crazy. It's out of control. He has a lot of protection. He needs to protect himself. And he's just like Kendrick that does special things for LA. He's doing with his tour. He did special the pre-tour for in Puerto Rico. He gave them like 10 special days for the tour. Yeah, y'all are funny. I respect them for uplifting their culture no matter what anyone had to say. Right. and he acknowledges Kendrick. He loves Kendrick. Bad Bunny's like a hugger. There's so much footage of him backstage. I don't know if y'all want that. I could post that if y'all want. Just hugging, and he had Ricky Martin, which is a world known back from, oh my god, if you know, you know, the group Menudo. Um, back in the day, it was a, and he's a phenomenal singer, and just the lyrics and the stuff that they were saying, it's like the suffering of the people. It wasn't just like the lyrics were not just lit. So if you want to look into that, it's enjoyable. Um, and Baile No Redable. Yeah, so he had a few unforgettable dance. I love that song. Um, he's very passionate. His lyrics are very passionate. So that's another thing they had in common. Bad Bunny ever perform in the U.S. Yeah, he performs. I'm not sure what his tour is going to look like, or what he was on tour. I think I'm not sure if he's still on tour. I have to research that and find out. So let's see what y'all say. Kendrick and Bad Bunny doing a song would just break the internet real quick. Just real quick. And that's why I did that mashup. And thank you for all the people that loved it and a lot of views. And people were like, what in the heck? I literally combined three songs. Actually, it was uh five songs. Because it was like four Bad Bunny songs, and DNA, I think. No, about five songs. Two Kendrick songs, three Bad Bunny songs in the mashup of the Super Bowl, of Bad Bunny Super Bowl. If y'all want to check that out, it's nice listen. And it's I did the correlations between them. So he was very happy. And by the way, they kept the party going behind the scenes. You remember when Kendrick came out and he was clapping after doing the Super Bowl? He was like, "Yeah, he was so cute, adorable." Bad Bunny did the same thing, except they had the whole band was just replaying and starting the whole. They were lit, litty lit. Like it was like they were jamming. So everybody that walked out of the Super Bowl, they were jamming. The band continued the party after the Super Bowl in the hallways. They're so irreverently funny, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Geez, no menudo. Yeah, if you know, you know. Ricky Martin, man, he had a long run. He's had a history. He's a staple in the Latin American community. Great singer, writer, um, passionate. So yeah. He's still doing his thing after all these years, and he looks great. He looks great. They're aging backwards nicely. So, but yeah, Bad Bunny is a character. If you see Bad Bunny, a lot of fans go crazy. They go on stage, they just go crazy, and he doesn't penalize fans for acting wild. He's like he be fighting with his security, like let them, just let them. Let me take this picture. He be back and forth. He's like his energy is like scissor a little bit, where the security has to say, "You need to leave. We need to leave. We are under contract," and she's like staying behind, trying to sign a bunch of stuff. And she was telling them, "Bring such and such. This security guard, bring the stuff to the back, to my room, to behind the scenes, so I can finish signing it." So that's like how Bad Bunny is. Anything else y'all want to say? But he did a great job, and like I said, that message at the end sealed the deal. And the people, they have a certain budget for the Super Bowl, so he went above budget. I mean, he was about to go above budget, so they had to have people be the bushes and stuff. So and they got paid 18 something, 1867 or whatever an hour, and they worked for 70 hours, so it was about close to $2,000 or whatever. But a lot of people are like, there was a little thing about that's so little. Bad Bunny doesn't get paid to do a Super Bowl, but it gives you unlimited exposure. Millions of people. Are you serious? 200 million people watching, that and listening to your message is priceless. So, and besides, a lot of Bad Bunny fans that applied you're getting paid to be in the Super Bowl with an artist that you like, and to be a part of history and be viral. Not that you want the fame, but to be a part of that. So it was phenomenal. So if I got look, I'll do that. And most of them were saying they would do it for free because they had so much fun and the food was lit, and it was just a lot of fun for them. Rehearsals were intense, and a couple of like 40, 20 to like 30 to 40 people had to be let go because they violated the NDA, and they started posting. I actually saw a behind the scenes, like when they were rehearsing and people were just recording, and they weren't they were violating the NDA. Remember Miss Lachelle, how you doing? Miss y'all. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry for your loss. Yeah, need time away. Oh, glad to see you. Yeah, we all going through stuff. I hope you guys are okay, having doing the best you can, flying through the turbulence, flying through the turbulence. But we are here as a community, so spend some time, uplift, etc. Okay. so Bad Bunny, that was the Super Bowl. Now, let's go into Little Wayne and his Super Bowl. Did you know Little Wayne? I was going back and forth as to if I should upload. I haven't laughed so hard in a while. Drake uploads make me laugh when I'm editing for Drake, or J. Cole's is like sinister, serious, but Drake's when I edit Drake stuff, I'm a fool. When I did Young Thug, I was a fool with that. When I did Gorilla, getting that Young Thug, ridiculous. But Little Wayne had a Super Bowl with, I don't even know. I'll look it up so I can just say the right thing. Super Bowl halftime show. He had a halftime show, and it was Clash Royale did it for him. I First of all, when I found out that he was having a halftime show, I almost had to call the ambulance. I almost flatlined. Respectfully, I haven't laughed that hard. When I tell you I hollered, and when I saw this thing, I was choking on no food. Like I wasn't even eating, and I was like choking. I had to pause it. I was screaming because I dissected this thing in my head. And the fact that Clash Royale, he's crying online. He was so upset. In the last live, I talked about how he was like, I have to work harder. I guess they didn't pick me. I guess. Come on, you were one of the greats, and now you're going out sad and pathetic. Come on, save the crumbs that's left of your legacy. Put the cup down, get yourself together, get your ass up, and be inspired. Like you follow with Kendrick, and that's so ironic because the mentor, the teacher, becomes the student now, and that's what's happening with Little Wayne. He got to start from scratch, and he tried to improve himself because he didn't fall asleep. I lost $10 because I bet with somebody that he was gonna fall asleep on stage, and he didn't fall asleep. So my bad, Lil Wayne, you didn't fall asleep. You get one gold star for that. So Clash Royale was like, here's a freaking little halftime show with goblins and things, and they missed the opportunity when he said, "What's a goon to a goblin?" Whatever. They didn't put the goblin thing, so I gave him a demerit for that. But I'm so tired of Little Wings. He is pathetic. He is going out like to the point where I don't respect him. And his songs were, cool. Some of his songs I like or whatever, but I don't even care for them no more because it hits different when you turn into a daggone crybaby, a jealous. You inspired this man Kendrick. You don't know how high of an esteem he held you in, but because he surpassed your work ethic and everything and your writing, you sitting there, and they just was like, here's a halftime show. Like I'm about to like start crying laughing right now. Like I can't think about it so much. I'm trying to get it out of my head. Please watch that. Or I don't know if I should upload. I don't know if I can make it through the edit. But it is what it is. I never laughed so, like, I haven't laughed so hard in weeks. When I saw that thing, I was like, this is so sad. He didn't have an audience. It was all like digitized, and I was like, "What the? Where the heck am I?" You know, it was just so crazy. Um, let's see what y'all saying. Just like Kendrick, he asked if America wanted his music to come. Oh, Lady Gaga started singing. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know how y'all felt about Lady Gaga being on the Super Bowl, but you know, it is. You know, she's yeah. Um, Blue won Super Bowl. He don't need no Emmy and no nothing. He needs he needs. I don't know what he needs. He needs spiritual cleansing. He should. Yeah. I don't know. He needs to be taking notes from Kendrick. They should make up an award. They should have Clash Royale. While y'all were at it, y'all should have made a little trophy, ordered it on Amazon, put a slap Little Wayne's thing on it, and just put best halftime show uh that we made up, and enjoy your life. You know, enjoy your life. They should have slapped that, gave him a sticker, put a little pin on him as a little thing, and write in Sharpie best rapper ever, or whatever he needs to be tucked in to bed and to continue. And that's not a good example. I mean, this man has kids and has sons. It's tough. Mm. And you know what, he's trying to work, I guess, a tiny bit better, but I'm tired of him. I'm tired. I don't care. I'm not inspired by him. He was serious too. He took it so serious. It's almost like, see, Age of Aquarius. They're dismantling, and check out again my Meet the Grams that I'm gonna upload tomorrow that I finished recording, and my reaction to that, and also to Baby Keem's the documentary and the tour and everything. We're gonna talk about it in a minute also. But it's like all these people, we're seeing the real them. We're unveiling who they are. See, here's the thing. I'm the unpopular opinion, and that's why whoever's here, God bless you, bless your heart, because that means we think alike. Because I'm the person that when everybody's gassing J. Cole, I was like, what the hell you gassing? This man doesn't practice what he preaches. And you know what I mean? Like, he is just a dichotomy of himself, the antithesis of himself. He don't know where he want to be. He is the picture of I remember you were conflicted in the dictionary. He don't know where he is, what he's going on. Sounds like somebody we know. Exactly. So it's the same thing. We're finally seeing. Now, I've seen this. Maybe I have discernment and intuition because I've seen this from the beginning. From the beginning, I never really resonated with J. Cole. I do like some of his songs. Um, and a song with Kendrick. Um, I like it, but it's just something about him. He just looked fake to me the whole time. So I was always arguing with people, the unpopular opinion, and now everybody's catching up. The same thing. I don't gas certain people that a lot of content creators be gassing, and some of y'all favorite content creators be gassing J. Cole. It's weird. It's weird out here. Be careful. Yeah, Lil Wayne was serious. Took me out. Kendrick is living rent free in so many people's heads. Game, Little Wayne, J. Cole, Drake, uh, I don't know, all these people that have been hating, Kendrick for years. Talib Kweli, I don't know how many others, but it's just a bunch of people. I don't have time to waste on Little Wayne. Yeah, sage, Florida water. He needs ayahuasca. He needs a spiritual cleansing, an exorcism. I don't know what to tell you. You know, I'm sorry, respectfully. He does. He does. He does. He needs shadow work. He needs a shaman. He needs a Reiki healer master. He just needs to start fresh because and his health. He needs a nutritionist while we at it. So, and we, respectfully, some of us need, I could use it, but I'm trying. We're trying to work on ourselves. So, Little Wayne to drop the Carter 7. Who are you? Nominated for a Grammy this time around. Oh, somebody. What? Okay, I can't entertain that at all. Because Grammy with an I. Somebody's gonna order a Grammy on Amazon with an I. You just yeah, contrarian. So won't get nominated if he doesn't submit his work. He's not going to get nominated if he doesn't submit his work, and it's not going to hit that much. And remember, a lot of these things you have to actually have some cultural influence, and I don't know how his writing is. Because he doesn't take accountability. A person that doesn't take accountability does not write with substance. A lot of the problem that I have with Little Wayne's lyrics is a bunch of crap a lot of times, and over sexualizing lyrics, nasty stuff, and I get it. Sometimes they have to rap, a little spicy, whatever. But I don't resonate with a lot of Little Wayne stuff. So for him to come back, same thing with J. Cole. J. Cole missed an opportunity with this album. He could have came back and stayed humble and said and just had a message of uplifting, had some bangers, and he had to address, hey, I learned a lot from my mistakes, and taking the apology seriously. You can't apologize and then just be like, yeah, but in other news, like, oh, but second of all, and continue throwing shots, because that means you didn't learn from it. So a person that doesn't learn from their mistakes doesn't evolve. So what are you writing about? Your writing is going to be superficial, and it was a bunch of imitating, grabbing everybody's, making, remaking a bunch of stuff. But I digress. So Little Wayne had that Super Bowl. They were like, here. And I don't know, I guess that made him happy. But, and then he's complaining, he's all over the place. I think mental health is an issue here, because, and other aspects too, because you're complaining about the Grammys and you didn't submit anything for. The end. There's nothing else to discuss. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. So it's sad. He's going out sad. The whole Young Money. I remember when Little Kim did a diss track, and it was dope on Young Money, and she called it years ago too. She was like, they're all funny. They're all funny money, like funny. There's been things, I'm still not over Little Wayne kissing Birdman. Y'all moved on from that, and he's still y'all go, but like, you understand? If that's your truth, live your truth. Be authentically in it. Like, oh no, I'm this or whatever. But it's like his explanation made it weird. He was like, "That's like my father" or something. They're strange. And Nicki Minaj, come on now, they're all crybabies, and she was with Trump, and now she's like, "No, I'm back," and they're losing everything that they ever even try to work for. Nobody in their right mind with discernment respects any of that. It's sad. Let's see what y'all saying. This Lachelle said that's what Russell was trying to say about Little Wayne, and now he's getting attacked. Right. Dawn, um, hey, beautiful, love you. That's so nice. Love you back. He has sipped on syrup too long. And this is the thing. All of these guys don't have people around them. They have yes men that are on payroll, because many of you just think of a good friend. If I start wilding out, I'm gonna be shaken by somebody. Somebody's gonna be like, "Girl, you better get yourself. You better go get your sister. You better go get you." Somebody gonna check me. Somebody gonna check me and tell me a hard truth if I got real ones around me. They're gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing? You look crazy." You better sit down somewhere. And that goes to show you they don't have real ones. And you could tell that Kendrick has real ones, because they still be too honest. Like, they be clowning on each other. They be saying, yeah, this guy, they be telling truth about each other. In some of the videos that I upload, where Schoolboy Q tells stories, and um Absol says, yeah, this guy used to, and this and that. They have history together. They've been through stuff. These people are just like, what is um Bean and all these guys that Drake and J. Cole keep around them. Like, what the heck? Oh, I don't know what y'all laughing at. I'm glad you're having a good time. Sip on syrup too long. He need to sip on a kale smoothie. They need to trick him and replace that with like vegetable smoothie. And it's like, oh, here's your stuff, people around him. But then again, when you're not ready to change, you won't change. You won't change, respectfully. So it is what it is. But it's like it's sad. But that Super Bowl, if you want a good laugh, just yeah. Or watch, some of my silly videos. They only have yes men. There's no real friends. No handshake with your friends, like Kendrick said, you don't have history. These people, where did they come from? You don't have your day ones, and it's okay not to have your day ones because sometimes your day ones have not evolved. They still want that crime mentality. If you were around crime, or they just want to be stagnant, and I understand that. But then you get a new community. Let's say this is a good positive music community. You got people talking, interchanging, etc. You got new people. As you evolve, the people that you leave and that get taken out of your life get replaced. When you set boundaries for people and you cut people off that are not for your higher good, all those people get replaced. And sometimes you cut 10 people off and you find one new friend, because that one new friend is worth 10. And that's why Kendrick said, I lost 16 friends. And I'm surprised it's not more. I was the only one that said that, didn't say, damn, that's a lot of friends, because it is, yeah, it is a lot of friends, but I'm surprised it's not more. You see the video that I just put up this week, Kendrick's day ones, like all his crew. This boy rolls deep, deep. He got people that are ready to crash out. He is not kidding when he said that. He has people ready to crash the F out for him, like on site. Smack is crash test dummy. Like Smack, all these guys, they're ready. Absol is ready, and J Rock. J Rock said the same thing. They don't play about no Kendrick. So it's like you lost all these people, but you still got the people that matter. And Drake is like, all these people, they won't even do anything when he's in trouble, he's being attacked. They don't care. They're silent. They don't stand up for him. Uh oh, that was common. He's been sipping on that too long. Yeah, it's like an IV. At this point, yeah, I don't have time. We don't have time for him. Yeah, it's like an IV. It's quicker if you do an IV. The real ones, and not just hanging on. They're hanging on for nothing. So Little Wayne, I don't know what is gonna come of Little Wayne, but it is what it is. Let's talk about J. Cole. J. Fold, J. Cowardly Lion. That's what I call him, the Cowardly Lion. I think I can. I think I can. I think I won't. I don't know. J. Cole responds to CAMRON in the lawsuit. For those of you that don't know, CAMRON is suing J. Cole for 500,000, I believe, and because he did a verse or a song, or part of a song, or whatever, and they had a verbal agreement because they were friends. They were actual friends, if you could, very loosely termed, and he had asked J. Cole, "Hey, give me a verse too." And J. Cole was like, "Bet." But then when it came time for it, he was like busy or whatever. And then Cameron said, "You know what? You don't have to give me a verse. Just be on my podcast," which is wiser, because in the midst of the battle, if you have J. Cole on your podcast, it's gonna go viral, because people want to ask him, "Why did you apologize?" He was, and Cameron. So J. Cole had told Cameron, "People gonna ask me about the battle. There's no way you can interview me on your podcast and me not talk about it." And Cameron said, "You don't have to talk about it. I don't have to ask you questions." But the truth is, it was gonna come up. It was gonna come up. I believe Cameron. I'm on Cameron's side. I don't even like Cameron like that. Like, he's okay. He's all right. He's okay. There's certain things I don't like, the way they were talking about Kendrick. Though I don't play about Kendrick. And the Super Bowl, they were iffy Annie. But respectfully, if you have given somebody your word, you gave somebody your word. And that goes to show you, folks, get it in writing, even if it's a friend. Because, and I'm going to prove it to you. Look, Kendrick had Smack, right? Sign an ND. Kendrick has signed How you doing? I agree with you, sis. Yeah, Kendrick had all his people that knew um about when they did Squabble Up and Smack was in it. Yeah, he had to sign, yeah, an NDA. So so yeah, so Smack said I had to sign an MBA. Funniest one, second funniest video of the week. He said I had to sign an MBA. Actually, I was like, Smack, you're gonna make me flatline. It's the funniest thing. But he had to sign it just to be on the Squabble Up video. So, and that's how Kendrick probably lost some friends, because Kendrick is very strategic and private. He likes a surprise, the element of surprise. You okay on your chain when you start. Real ones, that ones, um, real ones, and not just hang on. Marion said, "Real friends will tag on your chain when you started." Dawn said, "I knew Kendrick was making a statement, but didn't understand. Someone very close to me unalive himself into." Kendrick saved me at one of my lowest points. Respect. Sorry for that loss. Still struggling. But Kendrick keeps, yeah, it keeps it. He inspires. Yeah, he inspires. His songs make you feel something, make you feel. He shows his humanity. That's why people love him. He smiles a big smile. I said that I think in one of the in the Meet the Grams uh breakdown. Kendrick smiles with his whole face. Like when he's angry, he's really angry. And the fact that he did Mr. Morale, that pivoted him to the highest level of respect because it's hard to be transparent and to tell people your grown folks' business and to say, I'm not perfect and look what I did even in my relationship. And for him to say that, he gained so many points from me and so much respect because if it could help someone, and that's why he said in Meet the Grams also that Drake's music is not about anything. Um, I believe Cameron. Yeah, thank you. TRC said I agree. Hi, how you doing? Um, we have a new member, I think. Let me see. Hooray! um, thank you so much. Oh, Dawn, hi, welcome. Thank you. Welcome to the membership. Enjoy the members lounge. I went crazy there. I went crazy. There's so much random stuff about Kendrick or just information and enjoy the radio stations of my favorite music and mashups. I'm still adding etc. Oh, thank you. Thelma, I have so much respect for Kendrick. Oh, thank you for your continual membership. Thank you so much. Wow, that's amazing. I love the pic snippets you create. Thank you. What's that? LL Biddy. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Dawn said yes. Member Dawn. A humanity champagne copy should have hidden after Euphoria. After Euphoria, I would have been like, let me hide under this rock for life. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Yeah. Um his humanity. That's why people be like, "Oh, he's a media darling." I love Kendrick's approach, okay? Tupac had the same message and the same urgency. Tupac's approach is more in your face, more aggressive. Tupac was hilarious too and a charmer. Beautiful man. Rest in peace. But Kendrick is a softer approach, but very aggressive. And that's why Kendrick resonates with people that are aggressive. A lot of people thought it was weird that Cardi and Kendrick, good credit collab because Kendrick likes people that are authentic and that write their own music and create, you know, great music. And Cardi's music, a lot of those songs were amazing. Backdoor was amazing. Come on, we can't hate. And yeah, Cardi is a strange one. Like he scared me half. Yeah, he scared me senseless when them zombies were on stage. I was like, okay, time to go. But he's authentic to his art. His music is banging. A lot of his stuff is, and the words and the lyrics, man, and that's why Kendrick, and also Kendrick likes people that are misunderstood, because, and who knows, the when Cardi and Kendrick are talking, all these people, like, he connects with them as an empath, a person that can feel energy. He connects with them and sees past their struggles, and knows that Kendrick has struggles too. And Kendrick talks about drinking and all the things that he had to go through. Oh, thank you. Wait, we have some gifts and some situations. Love it. Miss M Kissart, thank you for the bronze medals. Thank you. I'm still trying to figure. I'll figure out what those are, but I know those are good. Those are nice. TRCC said Kendrick has real friends around him. Tupac has a few good friends, but opportunists around him. Right. And hang in there, Dawn. Oh, let's see. Yeah, hang in there. Wonderful. Human, yes. Texas, yeah, that's a nice message. Against all odds, I showed up as a gentleman. Beautiful quote, yes. And remember, Tupac was only 20 something when he died. He was still learning and growing. So we have to remember that part. He didn't get to be in his 30s, 40s or whatever. So he was still, remember, Kendrick has admitted he's been a knucklehead when he was young. And you can see some of the earlier interviews when he was flirting with people and just being crazy, and and just doing some stuff, and in the members lounge, I have some videos to show that, his silly, side, doing the mature stuff. But so it's all about evolving. But Tupac was a revolutionary and a prophet. The stuff that he said, I will never forget, when he was like, stop thinking that the corner boys are the real criminals. The real criminals are in corporate America and the government that have the money to hide the crime. Preach, man. So Kendrick resonates with that, and he likes people that have a message, even if they're misunderstood, like XXX um he resonates with real people that and that's why Kendrick didn't post that much. And when XXX his album came out, he's like, if you feel anything, you will feel this. That's what Kendrick said, urging people to listen. He said, if you feel anything. Some of Kendrick's old I'm working on that too. Some of Kendrick, when he used to post, on Twitter or whatever, he used to, they're interesting, and he's consistent. There's nothing crazy, but it's funny. I remember exactly where I was and when I heard about Tupac. His mom donated a statue in NOLA. It's beautiful. That's wonderful. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Dawn. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. What do you think about Cole making Pac apologize to Biggie? I think it's atrocious. I think um J. Cole is showing his true colors, and his true colors are a little pale, respectfully. Or the fact that he doesn't understand the culture. J. Cole doesn't understand the culture. If you knew, and if you heard, and if you were inspired by Biggie and Tupac, Tupac is never going to apologize for who he was and what he believed. And that's when you're saying to yourself, are you really from the culture, J. Cole? Are you really from the culture? Because you don't understand. And I spoke about this in my last live. When, in what earth, it has to be a parallel earth, will Tupac ever apologize? You know how many times he was incarcerated because of his mouth, or just going crazy, or saying whatever, or doing whatever he wanted? He is unapologetic. Like, he doesn't care. He will speak his mind and his truth at all costs. And that's why, again, anybody that has discernment and can use their intuition, and can use your common sense of analysis, you will realize this guy doesn't even know. So how is he? I got to do a video that showing J. Cole is Drake's twin. They both use Tupac in an absurd way, in a way that is unlike them, in a way that doesn't respect what they stood on and what they stood for. Egregious, egregious. Thank you so much. TRCC. Thank you so very much for that super chat. I appreciate your generosity. Thank you so much. Wow. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. So, you know, J. Cole responded to Cameron, and the craziest thing, J. Cole keeps proving to me that he is Drake's twin. In the fact that he used Drake's lawyers. Doesn't that rub you in a weird way? He used Drake's lawyers. There's so many hundreds of thousands of amazing lawyers. And he's also saying basically that Cameron made it up, that there was no such thing. And what he's going to do is drain Cameron. And a lot of people are saying Cameron should have never sued J. Cole. No. I'm glad he stood on business because nothing fair came from not having change. The people that refuse to sit in the back of the bus, the people that refuse, the revolutionary, if they never made changes and expose a liar, it's God's plan to show you the liar. So Cameron is being used to expose J. Cole, and we need that desperately because this lawsuit stands for way more than just a collab. There's deeper meaning and issues, and the way J. Cole is moving is letting y'all know who he really is. It's despicable. What is 500,000 among friends, or if these are friends, they could have discussed it. They could have handled it. So I'm for Cameron exposing them, but I feel bad because J. Cole, I already know his strategy. He's gonna move just like Drake. He's gonna try to exhaust his finances in court, in a court battle. I know he is. But that's okay because when we see that play out, more and more people are gonna be like, J. Cole is moving outrageously funny right now. And people already starting to see he manifested a fall off. You name your names will walk you right into your reality. Thoughts become things. So what he thinks is coming to life. Thank you so much. Gotta keep my queen making videos to inspire me. Thank you so much, Dawn. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. Um, by the way, J. Cole, if you're ever watching this tiny channel, my little space, if you don't practice what you preach, you got to keep your sermons to yourself, like they say. Let me say that again for everybody in the back and the people that might have, snoozed off. If you don't practice what you preach, J. Cole, keep your sermons to yourself. Keep your apology to yourself. Nobody believes someone that apologizes and then throws shots and trying to egg people on, especially people that he knows he can beat that have not reached the level, he says the names of people like Simba and other rappers that are not at his level because that's a fair fight. He doesn't even believe in himself. You're giving us nothing to believe in, and Kendrick's gonna I know Kendrick's cooking up something god awful for J. Cole. I don't think Kendrick forgot about J. Cole. Too much has happened. J. Cole has done way too much. There's some behind the scenes stuff that's going on also that, we don't know about. There's a lot of underhanded stuff, and Kendrick knows the behind the scenes stuff. The information gets given to him. He's a chosen one. When you are in alignment and you're trying to better yourself and be a better human and everything, you have divine protection. So information and everything that you need to know comes and falls right on your lap. And look at J. Cole being exposed. So I, wish him the best with that, a Cameron, but this is gonna be a rough one. Pac was a revolutionary, Texas said he was brought up in that mindset, Black Panther mindset, um, always for the people. Yeah, and to make a change. He was brave enough to make a change, and he paid basically with his life for being, a leader, for speaking his truth, for not taking, for being open to change. Drake and Cole hugging and kissing on stage. Same lawyer. He's moving real funny, y'all. J. Cole, and it's only gonna get funnier the way J. Cole moves and the way he just said, "Oh no, there's no such thing that happened. Something happened." I don't think Cameron would literally be just starting a lawsuit just for fun because it's also costly. So him starting a lawsuit is costly. Let's get the popcorn, like I say, like I always say, let's get the popcorn because this is about to be crazy. Um, Next we have DJ Academic and Mal. What in the hell is going on? Academics finds new and innovative ways weekly to embarrass, humiliate himself, and he has gotten so low. Most people evolve and change and grow, and he just keeps going lower and lower and lower. He has gotten to the point where he is either immune to embarrassment, which is what I've said about Drake, or in love with embarrassment. He is in love with just demeaning himself. So if you don't know, there are snippets. Drake snippets have been going out, and I think and DJ Academics put one snippet out called "Out Loud," and we're gonna talk about that also. Mal and Academics are on their own little battle against to see who is the biggest Drake Glazer or something. I don't know, but they were fighting back and forth like no about, you know, who is more connected and who has the direct information. And I didn't care to like I can't stand listening to them. So but I saw, you know, a little bit of what is going on. Um Tip 8437. Thank you. Sent 100 for 2 jewels. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys know more than I do about these gifts. Let's see my coins. Um, and yeah, Baby Keem started his. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. He started the tour right in North Carolina. Kendrick is strategic. It's not a coincidence. And besides, how many coincidences are we going to say? After the 500th coincidence, you'll realize Kendrick is strategic. He is a mastermind. He is the art of analyzation and strategy. So, you know, academics is just crashing out as usual. The snippet that Drake had, why is it so significant for me? His lyrics are telling. When I tell you Kendrick is sitting back with popcorn or snacks, just enjoying this downfall, he is enjoying everybody's downfall. He don't even got to touch them. He don't really got to do much. And they are embarrassing themselves. They are sending them, they're going to send themselves straight to jail, straight to getting hurt, respectfully, straight to whatever. It's like, here, arrest me. Academics admitting to payola last week or whatever. It's like, here, please, I've done this and that. Why don't you make it quicker? Make your downfall quicker. Turn yourself in, go to the police, and just run the list of all the crimes. We've seen most of them online, and just say what you know, and just be a glazer for life in jail. I'm sure you're gonna find other people to glaze. Respectfully, you oh, there's a lot of donuts. Calm down. Calm down, girl. Yo, if glazing is your thing, you can start a whole factory in jail. I mean, I'm only trying to help because this is out of control. Kendrick is literally watching the party die. This is what the party is. The party represented the culture vultures. It represented the liars, the fake people, all these haters that have been trying to put money in the street to get him, you know, taken out, and all these evil, um, crazy, demonic entities and people. And he's killing that because he is a soldier for the culture. And now he's gonna start a new party, a new celebration with banging ass beats and great music and inspiration. And this tour, it got everybody addicted. I want this tour to go on for life. I don't know how. He needs to rest. You know what I'm saying? So we are in this, dichotomy. I'm just like, how can this tour, Kendrick? Can you do this once a year? Okay, let's compromise. I literally want to compromise with him and say, all right, how about 1 month, 1 month a year? I still want him to do. I was trying to upload. Oh my god! If I keep fighting with YouTube, I was trying to upload. Kendrick did these intimate tour. He did a tour. Some of you may not know. Um, it's a King Kuntas. It's a groove session to promote to Pimp a Butterfly that was intimate. He did not want a big arena or whatever, and they were everything. If you were privileged enough to go to them, they were everything. Amazing. He had medleys of Earth, Wind, and Fire. I was trying to upload that. It was gonna be a gem, and YouTube will not let me today. Lord, just keep praying. Like, you don't understand. From all the stuff that I get to upload, yesterday I tweaked. I went crazy trying to, Kendrick, showing Kendrick love. But there's stuff I can upload. So I may think about doing a Patreon. Um, free for members, or whatever, where I can upload. I even looked into that because I'm like, it's a YouTube. Thank you for the opportunities and the privilege. I have a lot of fun with the content creator events and everything. It's a blessing, but I understand why content creators have a Patreon. I'm learning, y'all. I'm learning because I'm gonna be offloading a bunch of goods. People think I have the hard drive, man. You ain't seen what I really got, what I really am trying to put, and it's my stuff. Like, let me upload my stuff. And they're saying some things are blocked globally and all this stuff, so it is what it is. All right. So that was my little rant about that. um Man, act fighting like two girls over one man is diabolical. It's crazy work. And Drake sitting there. Drake is busy with his downfall. So Drake is still working on having the ultimate crash out, sold out in one day and wake up. Yeah, for himself. Yeah, tour sold out. Oh my god. So let's talk about this baby Keem. I was screaming when I saw the notification and I saw that Baby Keem is outside and Kendrick and we got the snippet. I was like, please send help because I was tweaking. I went crazy. And like I was saying before, so let's talk about Baby Keem because now we got done with these losers. So let's talk about Baby Keem. Mr. Shell said Baby Keem selling out his tour dates before an album has even dropped is the craziest thing. That's like if I say to you, I'm gonna make something, just buy it already, and it sells out, and y'all don't know what I have. So it's like, and respectfully, I got my ticket, like, and I'm still trying to I'm on waiting list for other places, but thank God I got, some tickets. I'm not going to every show, but I'm gonna try to go to the ones that matter. And y'all know, if you've seen the boogeyman move, he might show up in New York. It's my call, or LA. And LA, definitely, And if he already has a song with Baby Keem, Lord have mercy. PG Lang is stellar, spectacular rollout. They did something different. When I tell you these people like to be unique, Kendrick is not the run of the mill. He is not, he is a diamond in the rough. The album rollouts, as I was saying before, don't have to be the same old boring thing. You don't have to go to 50 radio station. He's almost doing the rollout like he did his rollout. It was like a little bit of a surprise, but given like a week, he just threw a gift box set and said, we have an album. I'm in a snippet with this guy, with Baby King. We have the documentary. Check out my documentary. Now I'm sounding like Baby Keem. Check it out tomorrow. And I'm saying check it out before I even upload it. um it's good. My input, if you resonate with me and how I analyze things. I did the a reaction today and I need time to edit that because that's not a short. That is a reaction to the album, to the documentary. And I talk about the tour a little bit, but I'm going to talk about the tour here too. Dawn said, "Girl, no, you coming with me?" And TRCC said, and no, my ticket is still in buffering low mode. I'm telling you, I'm suffering. I'm suffering. I literally was like, okay, what can I get? All right, so I got a ticket here, a ticket there. Then I'm on waiting list, and I'm crashing out. Just pray for the best. And I'm like still working, saving. Like, you gotta be ready. I told you, you gotta be ready. You gotta have a K fund, Kendrick or PG Lang fund if you're a fan, and just like in case shit happens, in case of drop, and just keep putting at the, in the piggyback. That's what I do. I just work. A lot of people be like, "You go on vacation." My vacation is the tours, is concerts. I rather that's my vacation. If I'm gonna travel somewhere, I'd rather it be a concert or something. I have traveled where it's a vacation, but I like to go where it's like, okay, then I stay in a couple extra days and enjoy the town or the country. Like, okay, but that is, the love. My love is music, so that is the biggest gift for me. So it's like, I don't know how much I work to just be able to do stuff and connections and everything. Mac Mergren said, "Would you ask for a refund on the tour if the album doesn't meet your expectations?" Who are you? That's funny. No, the album's gonna meet my expectation, and if not, I enjoy watching Baby Keem, and I support good black music, and I it's a donation then, and I'm happy to donate. I'll sleep like a baby, and the sun will shine the next day. So it's like, and if you know Baby Keem and you seen him perform, you know what's coming. Him and he got Kendrick jumping on stage. Energy, energy. I was like, Kendrick, God bless you. You got good knees, because keeping up with Baby Keem on a stage, he is energetic. And I know Kendrick was like, "Hey, we're running 6 miles a day. You going on tour?" And they adding dates. So Baby Keem really got to get his wind up, and continue to. I know he's under the tutelage of Kendrick and Dave Free and all those all stars, the Avengers of music. He has nowhere to do nothing but to succeed. This is going to be a success, and that's why it sold out before the product is out. We don't know one entire song, and it's sold out. I'm on waiting list, and I got a ticket, and I got some tickets, and a waiting list. Thelma said, "Cole riding around selling his music for I can't do it. I can't." Thank you so much, Thelma, for reminding me about that. J. Cole, he's so desperate. It sounds so real to take it to his roots. That he's like, "Oh, I'm selling CDs out of a car." So he's been driving around, and it's like selling CDs out of a trunk. I'm so real. He is fake woke, a false prophet, a pretender, a pygmy. There's J. Cole. And and I can't respect anything. I'm not the type of content creator to be like, "Yeah, but his music." We know about you. We know about you content creators that be giving him a pass. It's weird. It's weird. It's not becoming of you. LA sold out quickly. I was like, and I knew, I was like, LA, I gotta do LA. That's the first place you go. When you buying these tickets, you gotta strategize. You gotta say LA first. And and when it hit on the 12th or whatever day, the Thursday, I was just like, that's it. It's like you gotta be a slave to your screen. I was on like 3 different screens, respectfully. That's why I was able to get some stuff. Because I was like, I'm 3 different screens, and I'm gonna try to have someone with me, drag somebody along, so we could record from 2 different vantage points, which is what I've done before. I have somebody help me sometimes in the 300s, 200s, or whatever. But this is not a stadium tour, so it's a different setup. But still, so I'm dragging people, but and believe it or not, like it's kind of hard to find some people, because people are like, "Oh, another one. I just went with you." But I got some people that are really into music, and a lot of unsigned hype and stuff. Your vacations are our vacations. We love your content. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. I like to bring y'all wherever I go. I like to bring you out. And sometimes I can't record so much when I go to different places. because I gotta save batteries. I have like two different. I got the best battery portable charger. Like I'm spending money on this thing just to make sure it's all right. And I'm always, and I have to like I'm, I just got a second monitor. I'm trying to work with Streamlabs because it's not letting me. It says you're not enabled to, to do Streamlabs. So I could do, but I did record from picture in picture for the reactions that I'm gonna upload tomorrow. Um, but going live, it's always a problem. I'm like doing whatever. He is copying Master P back in the day. J. Cole, that should be another video of all the things and the people that he's copying. He's even taking a lot of people yesterday with the unreleased track that I put um from Kendrick. People were like, wait, but this sounds like J. Cole song. Yeah, because J copy. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Kendrick's song. It is what it is. He's copying everybody. Tribe Called Quest, DJ Quick, Nas, like, and the list goes on and on. I think he took a De La Soul thing. It's okay to pay homage to your favorite, but when you just recycling stuff and the Nas rewind thing, and just like it's a recycled thing, it's a recycled project. Um, there's not too much authenticity or uniqueness or creativity, but he sounds like a rapper, so people go for it. And he could write a little bit, but he's not using his gift for. But see, even if J. Cole is a good writer, what is he gonna write about? He has no substance. You over there jipping people off, and who does that sound like? Don't you know there's a bunch of people that were unsigned hype, like the people that are talented that I used, and I showcase their mashups on my music, and Drake can smell that, or like, oh, let me hey, let me holler at you. Takes the music allegedly, doesn't pay them. Look what happened to the weekend. He took half of his album and he said, you can stay with me and I'll promote you, or you can leave and I'll stay with all the songs. And the weekend had a W because he's like, keep the songs because I'm a good writer. I'm gonna write much better stuff. So the fallout, he manifested that perfectly. He named the album perfectly. It's Timu version. Yeah, it's just yeah. Miss Delma said, TRCC says, sell out his trunk. He had humble beginnings. Yeah, he's trying to stay humble. If you're humble, be apologetic and be humble and just be like, look, when you apologize to somebody, let's say you hurt somebody below the belt, you telling us that Kendrick's discography was trash? No, J. Cole. And then you apologize. You put your head down and you stay humble the whole time and say, you know what, I was out of pocket, my guy. Like, there's no way I should have hit below the belt like that. And you remain like that. Do a positive album, talk about the apology and be uplifting, talk about, get real with your feelings in the album and say, I messed up, and be consistent with your message. Be consistent. And he's not consistent. And his inconsistency is disrespectful. He's playing in our face. And I'm too smart for that. Nas is wanting G TRC to work with not yeah, so I can't wait for Nas and Kendrick to work together. There's a couple people that I want to see work with Kendrick. Um, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Um, oh, is that a super chat? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that super chat. Wait, who is that? That girl shines. Oh, thank you so much. I'm convinced that Jermaine is the reason um K dot collab album never happened. Considering how he led Cameron on, I think he became scared after working with him on Higher Power and Jig is Up. Absolutely. I concur. I agree 1,000,000%. I know something happened behind the scenes. The thing is that Kendrick is quite the gentleman. He's not going to kiss and tell all his business, but something happened behind the scenes. Uh Definitely. Where Kendrick got a wake up call and he was like, this guy is moving funny. He's moving unethical. He saw something. and he started seeing something. And also, J. Cole is afraid of how Kendrick will eviscerate him. And that Black Friday, that told J. Cole everything he needed to know. Everything he needed to know. Uh, yeah, he that I said I was the unpopular opinion that said that is not going to happen. Some people think that it's still going to happen. You don't know. Kendrick will not forget. You understand? Kendrick will not forget. So, um, he hasn't forgotten how he moves. He hasn't forgotten. So yeah, I don't think that collab is working. What do you guys think? I don't think that collab is working. But either way, um, the announcement, the documentary. Let's talk about the documentary quickly. The fact that they put a documentary, a lot of people were saying, "Hey, we don't know Baby Keem, his backstory," and they heard you, and they made so much effort to be transparent and to say his origin story. That's what I said in the breakdown. Um, and just the transparency and to put his business out like that for you to know, and I think that it's going to go hand in hand um with the album. That is the foundation um for the album. I think that that's the foundation, everything that was said. And I do think that snippet that Kendrick had um was, it is like a diss track. Kendrick is going to be throwing, it's going to be answering in his way all the stuff that has been said about him. He hears everything that went on. He hears everything that happens. And he sees it. So I do believe in that. And Drake was trying to throw shots in out loud by saying like, yeah, I don't look like y'all, and he said you said it. And that's incorrect. Kendrick did not say you don't look like us. He said you are not like us. So in that snippet out loud, if you guys want to check that out, he said you don't look, yeah, I don't look nothing like y'all. And that is, you know, a compliment or something like that. But anyways, Kendrick is definitely going to be throwing shots at Drake. He's definitely going to be answering, and I know he's going to do something with J. Cole. I know for a fact he's going to do something crazy with J. Cole. He's not done with J. Cole. People, do you guys think he's done with J. Cole? You think he's not? I think he's gonna, whatever tour is going on, I think he is going to um just destroy or do something. He's gonna J. Cole's gonna get the treatment. I do believe. So I don't think he's done with J. Cole. Let me connect let me see what y'all saying. Yeah, I'm connecting. The documentary was so real. The auntie, okay, the auntie was so real. This is the power of manifestation. Something that I said was that she believed that she was going to be a filmmaker, and she also manifested and said, "You're going to be, we're going to be millionaires." She was saying that to Baby Keem. He was so cute. Everything that this lady believed, and one part that touched me tremendously was when she said, this is our hood. This is where we live, and I'm trying to get out of here." And what I said in the breakdown of the documentary, which I'm saying right now, is that there's two different types of people. There's people that are in environments in poverty and in the hood or in dangerous, in crime-ridden areas, right? The people that acknowledge it and stay in that cycle, or the people that acknowledge it and have their minds going somewhere else, because I grew up in environments like that, and I was like, I got to get out of there. I can't be there. And that's the same thing that his aunt had, the same mentality. Kendrick had the same mentality. He had a wake up call, like a spiritual awakening, where he just was different. And that's why Baby Keem is like Kendrick. He stands out. He knew he wanted better. And I love the side by side that they put to reflect baby Keem now looking at like he's reflecting at the past, or like he's looking. They made the documentary was brilliant. They made him look like he's looking at the second screen, which is his past. And part of the snippet, some of the words in the snippet are saying his reality and saying basically the same thing, like, we got 24, what you mad for? But I'm going to read some of the snippet. Documentary was so real, everybody can relate to it in some way. And it's like, do your purpose, put the work ethic in, and you are not your environment. If your environment, your negative environment, if your negative environment, you could rise like the phoenix. So that's how I felt that the documentary showed the rise of the phoenix, boom man. The rise, and what makes you your environment. And if you're in a tough environment, it gives you character, it gives you purpose, and it gives you drive for the people that are in alignment with and in touch with, um, knowing that they deserve better. So that's one of the things that was extremely inspirational. And also, it showed that Baby Keem is quite the producer. Baby Keem is polishing his craft with these amazing mentors and with PG Lang, and they don't have a thousand artists, so they could really craft his rollout plan. And I do believe Kendrick has planned and had planned Baby Keem's rollout for years, and he will not put out a product that's not ready, no matter how long it takes. And Kendrick wearing the dice, it's foreshadowing. Was he was telling us. I love that how Kendrick shows us clues in our faces and we don't understand. But I still believe that the dice and the cards have something to do with Black Hippie. I still believe that. But what a rollout. Kendrick was doing the rollout in his own way by showcasing. And I said I put a shorts on. Oh, thank you so much for that super chat. Oh, thank you so much, T Star Real, for that $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. How do I? Oh, thank you. There we go. That's awesome. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. I appreciate you. So, their rollout is different, folks. Their rollout is unique. This is not a regular rollout. Like I said, they do it different, and I love it because we're tired of the same old thing. And I love the way they move differently. It doesn't have to be the same thing. That girl Shine says, I hope the best for Rayvon too. Yeah, I hope they, the best for Rayvon too. Kendrick is very selective, and he's working, and I think he's mentoring Rayvon because he mentored him through that Joey Badass thing, little battle that they had or whatever. And Kendrick was like, told him, you said your piece and to cut it off. Because Rayvon talked about that in an interview, in several interviews. So, and the same thing with SZA when she was going back and forth with Nicki Minaj. Why, I know Kendrick spoke to her and said, "Girl, you are on a current world tour. This girl hasn't put out good music in God knows how long." Singing Minaj. So it's like, why are you arguing with paupers, with mere paupers and gestures of the court? If you know, you know. That's what I call them, gestures. People that are clowns. It's like, make me laugh, keep making me wave, keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. But you coming out of pocket, it's like, So Rayvon is, I think, being advised, and he's under TDE and his record label. Miss Lachelle said, I hope they submit that documentary for some type of award. But I think the documentary is longer than that. I think they gave hints that the documentary is longer. I think it's a movie. It definitely could be. I think that his aunt has a lot of footage because even back in the day and I love the quality of the footage. I love the raw, authentic quality, because it takes us back to that time. it's definitely a mood. It's like something that you want to keep seeing, right, guys? Like you want to keep seeing more. When it was 9 minutes, it's just a little taste. They're so spectacular. They think things through. This is not a like look poor Jid and that rollout that he had. That thing was trash. They just because what can J. Cole do for you? Look at J. Cole's own rollout. It's like he don't have direction, and it's like all that money. J. Cole rather spend that money in court than on artist development and on developing himself. And this is what I respect about Kendrick. Kendrick consults with professionals. He's very good. He's intelligent, but he knows he needs a team. He knows he needs a team. And he brings in people from all over the world, money no object, to put on a good show. He brings other writers, he brings, consultants, he brings people just to do the best, that he can. He clears samples that make sense, like Luther. He is analytical. He knows. So they planned Baby Keem's rollout ages ago. It's longer as well. Yeah, I think it's longer as well. I honestly believe it's a movie or at least a longer documentary because I know she had footage and I love the way the family is eating. They gave the aunt that opportunity to do that. That touched my heart, bro. Almost tears to my eyes, the sensitive side. Because I was like, look, her footage is coming to life. They're reviving her footage. They're bringing it back. They're making sure she eats. Kendrick made sure the family eats. And you saw that video, the video where I put the shorts where Kendrick was asked, like, how many tickets do you give out, like, for your shows? He says over 300. And in different places, as long as they're in the room. And Big Boy interviewing him said, what if people say, this is where you sitting me? And Kendrick said, they better not tell me that. Oh, let me connect my battery. Oh, dear Lord. Lord. I hope you guys can hear me still. It might be a little lower. I may have to speak a little louder. But yeah, we're almost done here. But that was messed up for Jid. Jid was done so wrong. Jid was done absolutely wrong. It's sad. It's sad, and but he has that energy. He has like weird energy too, and I think that he's like Cole, respectfully. He's like Cole. He's talented. He's talented, but it's like he was trying to work with Kendrick, and then he caught an attitude and he was not showing any love. And Kendrick can read, and you see the difference, respectfully. The Clips worked with Jid, and Kendrick didn't care. I told you at that LA thing. Jid was backstage when Kendrick popped out at the Clips concert in LA. Jid was right backstage and Kendrick just zoomed past him. He didn't acknowledge him so much. He probably just was like, what's up? And that's it. I'm telling you. And Jid was like, this is my chance. I'm going to work with Kendrick. I'm going to talk. Why do you think that he wants to work with you when you have connections to J. Cole? He's not feeling J. Cole. He's not rocking with J. Cole. I don't understand how people still think, oh, him and J. Cole. There could be a miracle where him and J. Cole make up. I don't see that in this reality. I think he'll forgive J. Cole, but he's never going to forget. And he's an air sign. He's a Gemini. Come on, let's call a spade a spade. you know. Um, TRCC said, I think that's why Baby King minimally appeared at certain cities. Right. They give you a chance to miss them. And Kendrick likes to tease with everything. With everything. He is a tease. Not just like, oh, with look sexually and the little things he does, which, I have an arsenal of videos on that. Him flirting or being, but he likes to tease a project and snippets and songs and unreleased projects. Like we still didn't get that snippet from To Pimp a Butterfly. Tell me who the hating on me. Remember that? We're still waiting for that. So Yeah, I believe that this is probably longer. This documentary is longer. Absolutely, absolutely. Remember, this is just that drop was just a snippet. It was a snippet, like an announcement, telling you about the tour, telling you about the documentary, giving you a snippet. So the whole announcement was a snippet. Get it? The whole thing was a snippet. Um, and most of the shows are sold out. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. He added more shows. He's gonna be in North Carolina at the Ritz and at the Fillmore for 2 nights. Those are sold out. April 15th, the tour starts. It's sold out. Charlotte and Raleigh. I wonder if J. Cole's going, respectfully. They're sold out. Nashville has tickets. It's next April 18th. April 19th is Atlanta. That's sold out. Atlanta's sold out at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Atlanta has 2 shows. There's tickets for the second show. There's some tickets left. Um, that is on another zone. He's in another entropy. Kendrick is in the fifth dimension. He is connected in the fifth dimension. We're still, some of us are in 3D. I'm one of those twin towers as well. Geminis. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Shout out to all the signs, do you think Keem will drop episode 2 of the documentary before Friday? Um, I don't I don't think so, but we all like we don't know people that are close, and I don't think so. And my thinking is because again they like to just here's a little taste, here's an appetizer, and he saw like unless he want to be sold out completely, if he drops another anything, it's gonna just go ham. It's gonna go crazy. So Atlanta, most of those shows are sold out. Then he's gonna be in Orlando, Florida, April 22nd and 23rd. House of Blues, sold out first night. All the first nights are sold out. Oh, because he added shows. He added these new shows. He may as well's done a little arena or stadium, a stadium tour. I think he could have sold out a stadium. What do y'all think? He could have sold out a stadium. Texas, yeah, said that was so, yeah, oh, that was, yeah, we read that one. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Miss Lachelle said, I wonder how many rappers are now going to follow the PJ Lang method of a rollout. Everybody copies Kendrick. Kendrick is the blueprint. It's not, I've been called Kendrick Glaze or whatever. No, I resonate with Kendrick because that's how I am. I'm not the run of the mill. I don't want to be the same like everybody. I don't care how many people do stuff and content their way. I'm on my own schedule. Like I do whatever. They're like, hey, post content a certain time. Man, if I finish this at 1 in the morning, I'ma post it. Some people awake, whatever. Y'all can get it in the morning. You understand? I go to the beat of my own drum. You got to be an individual, and they are being copied with everything. Everybody, they open everybody's eyes to everything. Also, you could use your clothes as a bar. Yes, I've been using my clothes as a bar. Kendrick has been barring through music, through clothing. Who bars through clothing? And y'all gonna tell me not to acknowledge this man? Man, y'all can tell me unless Kendrick does something outrageous. I'm gonna respect him because you could literally be like Kendrick, and a lot of people everybody gonna imitate him. They're already imitating him. Even J. Cole tried to do his cadence, and I don't know if he was making fun of him, and I don't care, but it's like he's doing it for play, but he was low key imitating him. Game used Kendrick's cadence too, and they're gonna imitate every single thing. And there are more surprises, chat. Like there are more surprises that Baby Keem and Kendrick have up in store. I think we're gonna figure other things out that they done gave us more hints along the way that we didn't even know about. I love it. I love the element of surprise. Keep it spicy, sensitive. Keep it savage. I want to. So yeah, I agree, Miss Lachelle. He's the blueprint. He's the follow through. The day, um, the day after Kendrick. Oh,
Yeah, June 18th, Dawn. Yeah. Wow. Mr. Shell said Keem needs to do arenas now. He needs those venues. I think they were being cautious because he hasn't been out for a long time. But Kendrick, you hear people, you hear us begging. I am thankful that the show that I decided to do the energy pit, to do the show where Baby Keem showed out. I had no idea that he was just gonna be showing, popping up in New York City. I mean, in New Jersey, which is the New York and New Jersey combined show. No idea, man. I almost had a heart attack. And then the way they made him pop out, I was right there, and I was like, "Yo, I see something opening." And it was like, Baby King, man, man, I got a little hurt. Let's just say that. Them energy pits be crazy. I could barely keep up. I'm like 100 years old. I could barely keep up. Like, I'm like, but I love it. I enjoy it. That's like purging out energy with like-minded people, and everybody loves Kendrick most of the time. But you do find people in these concerts that are just culture vultures. It's because it's popping, and he's the hottest ticket in town. And people that got money, if you know, be doing the energy pit just because they have money, or be doing, going to the concert in the VIP, which is crazy expensive, not into the VIP, just because they can't be there. So you see a lot of people like that, like, what you doing here? Um, yeah, you sure do. Thank you. Can't wait. Clips did. Miss Marian said Clips did their rollout big. Kendrick is more low key, right? And the Clips did a traditional kind of rollout, but it was spectacular. Their rollout was wonderful because you know what? They needed to see them too. They needed Malice, and Malice the whole time looked like he was being tortured in that rollout. He just looked like, yo, when can we go home, man? What is this? What is even this? and he and I love Malice. I love Pusha T also, but I freaking love Malice because Malice will let you know. I remember when I think it was Rosenberg or somebody was asking him about his personal life because a lot of us don't know. A lot of people, I think he does have children and everything because people be asking me, yo, what's up with um Malice? And I'm like, he's very private. I've seen pictures, like I know like I seen his wife or whatever, like I've seen pictures of his family, and I've seen, but he, oh man, when they asked him about his wife, like they were casually putting it in the conversation, and he knew what time it was. He was like, he just did a staring competition. It got so awkward. It got amazingly awkward. He was just like, he looked at them. If looks could kill, that Rosenberg would have had 50 funerals and a tour of his funerals, because he would have been revived to put back to death. Like, nah, Mattis was not having it. So, but with this rollout, he had to come out and he did the best he could, and he was funny. I have so much funny. Y'all can check out also the funny Malice, just out, just like outbursts, or just like the funny things he would say in meetings and in this rollout and stuff, and in radio stations. And then he was so happy with DJ Head, and that was one of his best. He was like a big old kid talking about ramen noodles. He's like, yeah, I do the beef ramen. I was like, who are you, Malice? I can't. Malice is hilarious. They're funny, but they have a lot of similarities. Clips and Kendrick have a lot of similarities. They stand on business. They are excellent writers, excellent artists, amazing, hip hop. Just they can't be touched. They cannot be touched. Spectacular production on their music. They're it's like royalty. It's like royalty trap. So yeah, level of sophistication in their writing. Malice is rock steady. He has been married for a little over 20. Yeah, 20. Yup, I told you he keeps his family airtight. Don't play with him. Malice, the caring big brother, extremely caring. He and I love that Push is not alone. And Malice gives him that solid advice, and they have each other, with the passing of their parents. So, it's crazy. 34, yeah. I don't know how many years, but it's been a very long time. He had, it's not like, oh, 5 years. I forgot what it was myself, but he's been married for a while. That's why I'm saying I think he has grown children, to be honest. Last I checked, I think that's what it was. Like, they might be grown by now, but um, it is what it is. I respect however somebody wants to present themselves, because I understand it. I like to be a mystery myself. So the pot calling the kettle black. So I understand. Yeah, and I seen pictures. Nice looking couple, but he don't play games about that. Baby Keem is gonna be in Miami, and notice that Kendrick did not do Florida. He did not do Florida, and I have my um my feelings of my reasons why I think he didn't do Florida, but Baby Keem is doing Florida. Baby Keem is doing Florida. See, got out of the Marines Corps. Oh, 755, something like that. Thank you for your service. What's your favorite Cliff song? Um, between FICO, POV. I just it when I first heard the album, I was stuck on one song for a while. It took me hours, almost all the whole day. It almost took me the whole day to listen to it because I get stuck. Um, FICO, and I saw that live. Yeah, but I love Birds Don't Sing. I love POV, and I love Chains and Whip. Because of course our boy's on it. Um, So yeah, I don't know if Dochi might come out. He's also gonna be in Houston, and in Dallas. He's gonna be Miss Texas. He's coming near you. Um, and there's tickets available for Texas. We should buy some tickets and visit Miss Texas. Um, Vegas, Vegas is sold out. LA is sold out. He has 2 nights in LA. Did y'all get tickets? Did somebody? Yeah, get tickets. He sold out. He sold out both nights in LA. Don't play with him. The Chelsea at the Cosmopolitan. Wait, no, that's in Las Vegas. The Shrine Expo 2 nights is sold out. The end. And there's a waiting list the size from here to Albuquerque. um, Phoenix, Arizona. There's tickets. San Diego. Tickets are still available. Oakland, Fox Theater, California, sold out. Oakland is sold out. This is crazy. This is craziness. Vancouver, um, he has tickets. Let me just tell you what's sold out. He added PA. PA is sold out. Brooklyn was sold out within seconds. Within minutes. I was like, what? So, the governor's ball. There's some tickets still for the governor's ball. Yeah, the governor's ball. Get your tickets if you are going. MGM Music Hall at Fenway sold out. Dang, this boy's gonna be busy. Um, Delaware. Um, he's gonna be in the UK, and he's going to some of the places that Kendrick. You could tell Kendrick. Was telling him like, yeah, you gotta do certain places. Let me see. Yeah, Glasgow. He's doing that. He's doing Birmingham, which went crazy. He went. Yeah, he's doing 4 nights. In UK. UK still has tickets. So that's the situation with Baby Keem's tour. But they're waiting list for some of them. So yeah, it's for we haven't even heard a song from We haven't even heard. We don't know. We don't even have the album. It's like, yo, whatever you selling, fine. Add me. It's sold out. Whatever you gonna sell, I don't even know how this album's gonna sound. Nobody knows. Nobody cares because that's how much you believe. And just think about it. The way they thought about the Super Bowl, I'm still not gonna get over that. And shout out to Miss Thelma who loves to watch the Super Bowl, and a lot of us do too. Kendrick Super Bowl. I'm still not over how they thought of that, and the strategic and just everything, the clever way that they had Samuel Jackson. I mean, and just Kendrick was proving a point in that Super Bowl too. He was, doing petty stuff too, having you know, all the things that he had, and crip walking, and so but these are people that he's uplifting, people that have been hurt by Drake, and he's uplifting them. So but that's what I have for y'all. That's what we have. Anything else? Any other questions? Oh, the hype button. People kept asking me about the hype button. It does work for some people. It's weird. YouTube is still trying to figure that out because I got some people have hyped my video, so I did get some of the videos hyped, and some people are not able to hype. I don't know what the heck. Some people are saying, "Oh, you gotta give a hype somewhere." Like, I guess if you find a video and it gives you the option and you hype it, then it can work, for other videos. YouTube is doing too much. But, I appreciate the opportunity. YouTube, I still love you, YouTube, because I'm able to meet these folks and able to have a different, doing a passion and doing something that I enjoy. I enjoy uploading. I enjoy music. Deeply connected with music, centering chakras through music, sound baths. I'm into all that. So, um, Miss Lachelle said, "Oh, Texas said I rewatch Kendrick's Super Bowl all the time. Me too. Shout out to you too." Um, Popular Demand by Clips. Yeah. I like, yeah. Go Going back to Clips, Keys Open Doors. Like, I just, what I mean. That thing went hard live. Like, they tore that house up. Like, those songs go crazy live. Miss Michelle said, "I feel Bad Bunny reached out to Kendrick for advice for the on the show." Say that. Say that. Say that. I like the way you think. See, out the box, because it's true. I felt the same way. I have to agree. I felt like, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it because I don't feel like, um, getting into, and, I don't care, but I just didn't feel like putting that out. But, I feel like he studied, because I wonder if Bad Bunny had the Super Bowl first. Had he done it? I know he was gonna still be for La Raza and all this and do everything, but would he have done the same thing? You got Kendrick's blueprint and playbook, how he did it and how he expressed himself and the clever things he did. So I feel like he was influenced by Kendrick's Super Bowl. Go argue with a tree. But I've said it. I feel like he was influenced. I definitely do. Or he reached out for advice, which is great. Sharmla Donna, a fun fact, the choreographer for Kendrick's Super Bowl was the choreographer for Bad Bunny. There you go. So yeah, and she was the choreographer for Beyonce Super Bowl. Charm LaDonna did Bad Bunny's choreography. I had the video, but I was just be like, yesterday I was tweaking. I put out so much stuff. She did Bad Bunny's choreography. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Charm LaDonna is her own person and everything, but I also feel like he got advice, or he followed the playbook. Like I said, out of all the choreographers, there's, Latin American choreographers too, but he went with Miss Charlotte Donna. How to Be More Like Kendrick for Dummies. Let's all get the book. Let's all get the book, because Kendrick's lyrics are a bar for every situation in your life. There's a Kendrick lyric. There's a Kendrick lyric. For jealous people, we got the same 24. What you mad for? I be talking in Kendrick bars. I've gotten to the point, that I just be like saying stuff like that. That's why when I started, I was like, I gotta fly through the turbulence and get through past obstacles and work through, you know, hardships and stuff, and still rise. And still I rise. Thank you. That's the perfect way to say it. But every week is amazing to me. How every week there's so much nonsense. Every time I look at the news or I see, I'll be like, what did academics do now? What did Drake do now? What did Cole do? What did Lil Wayne? Like, I'm always saying stuff like that. It's so funny to me. But in a week, because last week I had a full agenda. This week, another full agenda. So it's like, and plus next week, so before I let you go, um, next week, Friday, Baby Keem's album officially comes out. So help me God. I will be um, doing reactions for it. I will do, an album, reaction. But I'm also gonna try to see if I could do a listening party like Miss Marianne had asked. But I gotta really figure out how to not get like a strike or something like that, because I don't know how to really fully how to get around that. Like, and also I understand like that's why people be pausing videos. I learned about that because you're using it for speaking and fair use. There's a law, fair use is it's allowed for learning, for informing. So we have to talk through it, but um, yeah, because I don't know. Now, if he lives copyrights, hallelujah. Baby Keem, if you're listening, please be kind to us. We're promoting your stuff. Like, we're promoting you. A lot of people, we reach a lot of people through these platforms. So please lift the copyrights. Please, Kendrick, if you're listening to me, which I think you've watched my channel several times. I know Smack does. Shout out to Smack if you're watching. And I sent my channel. I gave communications to Big Mo, his bodyguards. He's more communicative than Two T's. Two T's is very busy, and they're both busy. But shout out to y'all, and any other dancers. Shout out to y'all. They're so busy. If not, that would be my next collab. Is one of the dancers. That's what I was trying to do. One of the security guards. That's what I was trying to do. Think big, So I'll wait till the next collab. I'll be selective. I'm selective and I'm intentional. I like good people that have good substance. So please lift the copyrights. Drake will sue Baby King next if PG Lang lift the copyrights. I swear on God. I swear on God. And when Kendrick, oh my God, I regret not reacting to when all that battle was going on. Darn it. Oh my God, they lifted the copyrights. We would have been straight. I would have been like, I quit all my jobs. I quit all my damn jobs. T-Star Real is laughing. Oh yeah, he's waiting to sue. His new albums is a sue. Is suing. That's whenever we hear, hey, Drake dropped what? A lawsuit. That's his new thing. And J. Cole's not far behind. That's so respectfully, I'm sorry. This is savage in me. As soon as his a day before his album comes out, he was hit with a lawsuit. That is poetic justice. Literally. Poetic justice. That was so crazy. I laughed so much with these guys. Like, I'm just like, these are little boys. You have a reaction video afterwards on the same day after you listen to this album. How about you have a reaction video afterwards? After I listen, yeah. Well, I was gonna record my reaction, if I can. I was gonna, upload that, but I definitely want to go live. So what you're saying is go live. Yeah, I'm going live that day. I'm gonna have to. clear my schedule, like, or whatever the heck I got going on, man. Back burner, back burner. That should be a name of a new song, back burner. You know, I'm putting that in the back burner because I'm gonna go live either way. So if I'm having trouble with whatever, I'm still gonna go live. Is that all right with y'all? That's all right with you? Is that all right? Are we together? Are we together? Okay. So I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna still go live. If I have to be like, with a cell phone, like an old phone, and be like, "Look, okay, we're listening to it like this. How are you gonna do it? Y'all respect the game. Respect the game. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. But thank you so very much for being here tonight. I don't, everybody's busy. Everybody got stuff going on. A hug, condolences to people that are going through loss and everything. Um, we're here. We laugh. We interact. Your live stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Interesting people. And for thank you subscribers, for your subscriptions. Thank you members for your support and your subscribing to the membership. And again, I'm looking into a lot of stuff. Like, I'm so busy. I have so much homework just from this. Is fun homework though. But I'm looking into the Patreon just so I could dump content. And it's like, y'all leave me alone. And if it doesn't have like crazy copyrights or whatever, and it will be free. I don't want to have you jumping from place to place, but for the people that want, extra stuff, you know, so. But I uploaded something for the membership also today. Enjoy that. I don't even know. Oh yeah, Kendrick crashing a wedding. I can't do it. I can't. The full. There's another part which is the arguments and they were getting kicked out. I'll upload that one next. But have a great night. Love you too, Miss Marianne and everybody. Y'all so cute. Y'all so cute. Thank you for showing your love. um, and thank you so much. Have a blessed week. And thank you again for being here, for supporting my channel. And thank you so much for all the people that donated super chats. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It's surreal to me. It's surreal. But thank you. Thank you so much. Members, salute you. You know I love ya. Y'all been quiet lately. I was scared, but I'm glad to see ya. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much. Feel better, Texas. Shout out to you. Thank you for the last stream. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I know you under the weather. Yeah, I'm drinking tea too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had bad allergies in the last lives. I was like, man, I was dying, but I had to come on, and I'm trying to do this regularly so that the algorithm could understand that, yes, I'm a reaction and I live stream too. But thank you again, and see y'all, and thank you. Blessings to you too. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Always welcome, Miss Marianne. Perfect.